Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games. Today I'm continuing my blind playthrough of Silksong. And this did start a little bit late because I've been having trouble with my streaming software. So if this cuts off randomly, I'm sorry, but it might. Fair warning. Anyway, let's see if we can go. And the first thing we do, as always, is look at what we did last time. So, here's what we did last time. Mainly last time was finding a couple new little areas where I could find tools and fighting some of my friends. So under items, we got another memento, the second memento. We got a couple of things for our materium. 2 mask shards, which is great. I've been really looking forward to getting more mask shards. We got some. A new flea. 2 tools. Each of those tools were from the Mount Fae, from fighting the Pinstress, and from going through the vault area of Mount Fae. And those bosses, 2 of them are friends. The Lost Gourmand, unfortunately, is now lost. The Pinstress, we've convinced to have more faith in the world. And the Voltworm was a neat boss that I liked. We did make more progress in the journal. We are now over 4/5 of the way, or 4/5 of completing the entries that I have in my journal. So the next milestone would be 5/6. And of course, there's still about 50 entries to find. So to be fair, there's a lot more to go. And then under tasks, there was the hunt. The hunt was for the void masses. And then I had 2 wanderer wishes, which both led to achievements. One for the Lost Gourmand and one for the Pinstress. Oh, the vault item was from the Sands of Karak. Okay. I got something else from going into the mountain in Mount Fae. It wasn't the Vault Worm, apparently. Fair enough. But we did go into the Bright Vein in Mount Fae, and something where the Voltworm was in the Sands of Karak. So two new sub-areas found last time. And after saying that, let's get started. I've been thinking about what my plan is for this time, and I don't quite have one yet, but I do know I really want to bring the supplies to Fleetopia. So we're going to start with that. However, before starting there, I'm going to go left here to try to fight a couple of more enemies that I would like to complete in the journal. Ooh, hello, Chakra. Speak swift to calm our crying land, hornet-wielding needle, and know that I shall remain here to stand against these husks gone dark. Alright. Already voided over there. So I know that there is something in this room, one of the pond guys. There it is. And he already turned void too. Do not like that. There we go. We need to fight a couple more of those guys, to be fair, but glad to have fought one there. And then I'm going up here because that one, right there. Yes! Completed in the Hunter's Journal. Huzzah! Man, there's a stick. Stick enemies. We need to fight a couple more stick enemies for the Hunter's Journal. I'm going to go a little bit more to the left, because I'd like to see if there's another one of those pond guys. I think there's not. I think we have one less than we did before in terms of those pond, not the pond skippers, but the hunters. Oh, there's one. Alright. Once we fight this one, we're gonna finish for now, going for the Hunter's Journal for those guys. But I think we have exactly one more to find for those pond hunter guys. Ooh, we need you for the Hunter's Journal. Didn't know where you were. You're right here. Zah. Ooh, there's another one. And there's one of those void masses. Alright, let's get rid of that too. Alright. Completed in the Hunter's Journal. Excellent. So we've already done 2 completions in the Hunter's Journal, which is absolutely excellent. That's a very good amount for a very early part of the episode. Great. Alright. Are there any little stick enemies up here? No, there's not. Let's go back. Excellent. Very glad to make progress in one of the things I'm trying to make progress in. Is there any stick enemies up here? Nope. And Green King Raptor is progressing nicely in Steel Soul. That sounds excellent. Congratulations. Haven't started on Steel Soul, of course, but I think it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be hard. We're going to have to be more careful than I normally am. And that's going to be hard itself, just being careful. Is there another stick enemy? On out, little sticks. No, see no sticks. We'll search for them sometime, but not now. For now, we are going to attempt this Fleetopia Supplies quest again. There's nothing here to do. We should also visit the other villages. Let's do that after we go to Fleetopia, though. The delivery is all broke. It's very sad. Let's do some Fleetopia supplies once again. Alright, and as before, we know the path we want to go. The real question is, can we make it? Because I've done very poorly making it the last several attempts. But let's try to make it this time. There will be no enemies in this room. But I did just run into that. I was just running too fast. How sad. We already took 1 damage because I was running too fast. Right, I need to go up this way. Alright, this is probably not going to be the time. Like, my first attempt is probably not going to be the attempt. But to be fair, I didn't think it was going to be. You've got to do a first attempt just to rebase yourself with what you're doing. And remember how you can be more careful. So one of the things is don't run into a wall. How sad. Now, we go up this way. We want to go here. And then going across this room is not so bad. You just have to go stay up at first, and then go down, and then go up, and then you're past the room, basically. This room, this is the hard room, in my opinion. One of the hard rooms on the way. And I've found that I can go up here, and then leave here in order to still the aggression. And then I can do this a stealthy way by just having them not see me. Yes, great. Okay, doing better at that room. Maybe that's not going to be the hard room in a bit. Since we've done it so well several times. Okay. Don't get hit by the things that are there to hit you. And we're going up. This room doesn't have any enemies, so just don't hurt yourself, basically. Something I need to try to do all the time. But especially right now, don't hurt yourself. It would be embarrassing. Next, this room, we're just going to have to fall in the drink, probably. I've done it without falling in. Oh, I did it again without falling in. How nice. But even if we did, we could have gone to the right there to get rid of the problem. This room, we basically just don't want to attack things. If we don't attack things, we should be okay. I want to go there. All right. This room is really annoying because of that guy. That guy right there is why it's really annoying. He didn't actually finish his attack right there, so maybe we'll be fine. Oh, maybe we'll be fine. This room. This room, I don't remember as well. Oh my gosh, well, I already got hit 2 damage by just being too close to this after exploding it. How sad. Alright. You are not too much of a problem, because I've got a couple of barriers. And then you, I've got a barrier. But only the one barrier. Oops. And we only got hit once because I got hit by the spikes instead of getting hit by the enemy. How about that? So we have another chance. Good. Don't get hit by the boulder. That has been a thing we've had to remember in the past too. Let's look at our map. We're trying to go up left of this room. Can we get up there? Yes. And we want to go this way so that we have a barrier. Good. Almost hit the ceiling there. Great. I thought I missed, by the way, for a second there. Okay. We want to go to the right here. And then we want to go up through to the putrid ducts. Okay. So this part of this track is a little bit more annoying. I also just got hit. But let's see what I can do in this room before we leave. Okay, so that's not the best, obviously. Oh, and I can't heal right now? Let's hit these guys so I can heal. I'm gonna see if I can figure out this room in terms of what we need to do. So, we go like this. And then what do we do for the next one? The next one we probably defeat. Because it's a little bit easier to defeat it. Oh no, it goes void. That may not be a good idea. Because it would take a long time to defeat it, and it can shoot me down here since it's void attacks. No, actually, that might be the plan. Void that guy. And then this guy, we've got a barrier. And then we're at the top right here, and we continue to go up. Alright, now that I think I've figured out one of the main problems of that room, let's maybe... Oops. Let's maybe go back. I want to go to the very top of the room just to see that I can do it, however. Okay, the top of the room is not so bad. Alright. Can we... all the beasts. The beastlings. Huzzah. Alright. I think we can make it farther than I just did. Partially through what I just learned, but also because this is the second attempt, so I have my fingers knowing what the buttons are a little bit more naturally than I just did. Alright, here we go. Go, go, go. Go fast, but don't run into obstacles while going fast. So there's no enemies in this room. That doesn't mean that you can't run into the side of this thing, apparently. Okay. This one we just go up like this, no problem at all. This one we just go straight past. This one has an enemy in it that we have to avoid, that one. It's important to avoid that enemy. Also has a couple more enemies, but they're a little bit easier to avoid. This one we just go straight through. And then this one we're going up via this carriage. Wonderful. I would like to get to the next room before I consider this a success, though. Great. Here we are. This room is not so bad. You just go over, and then under, and then over. The next room we've done really well in the last couple times, even though it is one of the harder rooms, what I've considered before to be one of the harder rooms. But we've been doing well in it so far, once we've learned about stilling the aggression and being stealthy. There we go. Great. So, no problems there. This room is not so bad, honestly. There's a lot of things that I would get hit on if I was not careful. But I don't have to get hit by anything. This room has no enemies, so we just don't hurt ourselves, and we're fine. Good. Great. This room is no problem at all. We might fall into the water, and that's actually not so bad. But we can avoid it. Like that. This room, we want to go up without attacking the enemies if we can help it. If we can just avoid the enemies completely, it would be nuts. And we did. Alright, this room, we really want to avoid that Silksong guy. Okay, he ran off. That's good. Let's see if we can get through the room before he comes back. Great. This one can be annoying. Let's be careful. Right here. Don't be too close when it explodes. Go over here. There we are. We're behind this. Go to the next one. And then we want to go over this way so that we're behind this. Oh gosh. I peeked out a little bit too high. Very sad. Alright, I took damage in a very silly way. I just peeked out above my barrier a little bit too much. This one we want to go over here, so that there's a barrier right there. And then barrier here. And over. Okay. This room. Don't get hit by that first one. And then go through here. This room is one of the more problematic rooms. We have to... Oh gosh, I got hit. At least I didn't get hit by much. Okay. What I did before was defeat this enemy. And it does turn void, but before I was able to kill it before it did a void attack, which I wasn't able to do that time. Yeah, it has a lot of life when it's voided. I really need to get over it before it turns void. Really, that would be the best thing. Alright, let's go back. Water so nourishing. Life, life, reds. Okay. Another failure in the same place. It was in the same place even though we got further without getting hit. Yeah. If I can get past that room, it would be very nice. Let's try again. So. Green King Raptor wanted me to use the spa instead of the bench. Okay. I think that's because the enemies would still be defeated. Right. Yeah, that's kind of like the second time through you have a better chance because the enemies can be defeated. Right. You know, I've never really wanted to use that because that seems like a workaround. I want to do it for reals. For some reason that seems like the slightest amount of cheating. I don't want to. Okay, let's go. I realize that it's just part of how the game works, but still. So, here we are. Going on up. We need to get through Sinner's Road. Through Sinner's Road. We've made it to Sinner's Road without taking damage. We did that last time, but still. It is something that is beneficial to do. It's a milestone on the path. Up in this room, we've recently learned that we can get through this room without too much trouble. We just need to steal the aggression of that guy, and then be stealthy with these next two. Like that. Wonderful. This room we haven't had trouble with recently, but I should still pay lots of attention, because there are things in this room that could hurt me, and I don't want to be hurt. We dipped into the water, which is not great, but it's not the worst, since we've got a bench on our path. Next room has no enemies, just be careful. Don't run into spikes, for example. Don't run into spikes. Go across here, up and over, and we're through that room. The next room is nothing at all, really, especially because I already fell into the water. So now there's no benefit for me to not fall in the water again. This room, we just go to the right so that we can get rid of our putrefaction. And then try not to attack anything in this room. Try not to attack anything. It is following me. I don't like that. But we managed. This room. If we can get that Stilkin to either not appear or fall into the water. There we go. Great. We got past him without getting hit. And up here. Now, this room we have to be a little bit more careful because there are explosions and other things that could definitely hit me. You we can avoid by being behind that barrier. And there's another barrier. We don't want to poke our head above the barrier, obviously. Watch out for the rock. Oh, you actually hit me. The last couple times I didn't get hit by you. You got me that time. How sad. Oh no, I went the wrong direction. I went the wrong direction. We have to go this way, because this is where the barrier is. How sad. Alright. We basically can't get hit again because most of the things that would hit me do me 2 damage. Not everything, but most of the things that would hit me do 2 damage. Now, you are so low down this time. You, we're going to try to defeat. Hopefully you don't turn void. Yes, alright, defeated that guy. So he can't hit me, which is very nice. I do need to go somewhere other than here, though. There's a barrier. We're going up and over this guy. Good. Now then, where are we going? We're going straight up. There is a guy right there. Let me defeat him before he hits me. If he doesn't do a void attack, we're great. If he does... Alright. I got a little worried because he did a void attack. And I slammed myself into the spikes, which is actually not a bad reaction. Okay, I jumped a little bit too much there, more than I intended to. Alright, we're making it to the putrefied ducts this time. Here we go. Once we get up here, we haven't been here in a while, so I don't know exactly where to go. We're gonna have to look at the map. Okay, we basically need to go just straight to the right. Straight to the right. Maybe avoid enemies? Maybe just avoid the enemies. Okay, that's an enemy. Avoid that one. Where's the right path? It's right here. There it is. Green King Raptor does not trust me in the putrefied ducts. He's convinced I'll get hurt. So, that guy right there is annoying. We're going to start with that. Yep, I got destroyed. Let's kill him. Maybe I should have just avoided touching him. Like, maybe I could have gone over without... I don't know. For right now, we're going to go back. I think I can get through the putrefied ducts by kind of going fast. Because I can get past all of the enemies. And maybe if I don't go after them, it'll be fine. Maybe. Anyway, let's restart this. Fleetopia supplies. Let's make it to the putrefied ducts without taking damage, because I definitely can. We have at least shown that I could do that. I haven't done it, but we've shown that I have the skills necessary to do that. So, let's try. Hello, Chakra. First step is to Sinner's Road without taking damage. I almost took damage by running into the side of that, by the way. So, not a great start. Right. We're in a different room than I thought I was, real quick there. This room is one of the rooms where I could potentially take damage if I didn't pass that guy successfully. He did go void, by the way. Well, he was already void, but he attacked with a void attack. I heard it. So. Up this way. We're almost to Sinner's Road without taking damage. Alright, we made it to Sinner's Road without taking damage. Huzzah! Next. Let's try to make it to the next place. To the Putrefied Ducts. Wait a minute, is the next place Bilewater? Do we typically make it through the Sinner's Road without taking damage? Because I just go to Bilewater? I think that's true. So, Sinner's Road. That's the next goal. Spinner's Road without taking damage. Great. Good so far. Be a little bit careful in this room because there are things that can hit me. Good. That guy's a little bit too close, but we passed by him. This room has nothing. Nothing to bother me as long as I stay vigilant for my own sake. Then the next room. Next room is not really much of anything. But let's try to not fall into the drink. Great, we did it again. We are in Bile Water. We made it through Sinner's Road without taking damage. I'd like to avoid that guy. Okay. Avoided the explosion. Mainly I don't want to attack those guys, but he was kind of in the way. Alright, this room. We've done pretty well in this room recently. Oh my gosh. There's no way that I would have avoided all of that. Too many flying guys. Alright, so that's upsetting. We didn't make it through Bile Water without taking damage. Had a bad set of things, but I could have defeated some enemies in order to get rid of the bad set that we had. I probably should have. I should think on my feet a little bit, not just my plans. You can't just copy what has happened before, because not all the enemies are in the same place. Oh my gosh. That happened again. Alright. I went the wrong direction. Not great, but at least I realized it before I got hit. And ended this attempt already. I just need to go over this one. Great. Okay. That one guy bothers me, because he's in a place where I could get hit by him. We can go over this one. It's the next one that is the main problem. Oh my gosh. Especially now that he's gone void. Alright, avoided the void attack. Come on. Yes, we got him. Alright. I did not need to go over here. But I did forget that. And it's not a problem. This one has a barrier. We need to go over. And then the next one, I think, is one that we need to defeat again. Great. Alright, I think we're going to make it into the putrefied ducts again. Wonderful. And... great. We made it into the putrefied ducts. Huzzah! So... over here... we're in the putrefied ducts, and we have to think about where we're going. For one, can I just avoid that enemy completely? Nope. Alright. Let's still its aggression by coming over here. Can I really not? Well, we could do one of these. Did I miss? I may have missed. I feel like I need to defeat this guy, because he's just in the way. Alright. Got him. Next. There's an enemy up here which we just need to get past. We don't need to attack him in any way. There we go. Got past him. Okay, go, go, go. Oh no. Alright. We're okay. Get out, get out! Alright. That one was really close. Alright. Where are we? We're almost there. Are we there? We are there. Ah, we did it. Hello. Lee Master, I bring a delivery. Supplies from the couriers of Bellheart to aid in your settlement. Such dedication you continue to show us, Miss Hornet. While we may seem safe out here at range from danger, we cannot go far to forage, and the many fleas need much nurture. Food and provisions such as you bring are crucial in these desperate times. Excellent. Wish granted. Wonderful. For your hard efforts and eternal friendship, please accept these meager rosaries as a reward. Think of we fleas when you find a chance to trade them. Excellent. Alright, so now we have to actually decide what to do next. To be fair. Now. Green King Raptor says Ascendant script is permanently on their crest. And I guess it's because, like, jumping up on a wall, and you might, like, peek over the wall and get hit by an attack, or jump into some spikes or something. Ooh, you know what we haven't done while we've been here? We haven't done this. And when I said this, I meant this. Yeah, okay. There might not be anything up there, but we haven't explored the upper reaches of the room as much as we could have. Let's try. Let's try a little further in. I want to see whether there's actually something here, because I always think there might be. And so far it's been nothing. Those great rumbles from beneath, they have sound similar to giant beast. Such beast is much sorrowful, I think. Fleas and monsters alike have their troubles. Indeed, indeed, sir. Hold on while I do this real quick, right next to you. Zoom! And now that we've zoomed up, I still don't see anything at all here. I feel like there's gotta be something. But where? This is where we found the craft metal. I mean, that is something. But I thought there'd be something more upward. You know? Ooh, ooh. What about right there? Huzzah! Found a thing. Huzzah. Alright. We speak the wish of the Master Herald, he who signs an age's end. Oh my gosh. Is this Mr. Mushroom? Under chapel fallen to the monarch's might, over camp collapsed the black thread blight. Under chapel fallen to the monarch's might. The ruined chapel, I guess? Over camp collapsed the black thread plight. I guess that would be the very first place, the bone bottom. Scorched field on edge, shells black and burned. Where would that be? Scorched field on edge. Shells black and burned. I'm not exactly sure what that refers to. Up tower spinning near the surgeon spurned. Alright, we fought surgeons before, so it would be near that. I think that's definitely in the Citadel. Don't remember exactly where it was, but we can find out. Cage of one who raged against the silken lie. That could be so many things, but it could be the prince, where I found the prince. Bell Heart of Frost who soars on high. Bell Heart of Frost who soars on high. That's got to be in Mount Fay somewhere. I don't know what Bell Heart means, unless it means inside the heart of the mountain, which we went to recently. Past Cradle's Peak, last test of fitness. But the age may pass, this shroom... It is Mr. Mushroom. This shroom its witness. Past Cradle's Peak. Cradle's Peak. That's got to be the cradle of the Citadel, because the top of the Citadel was called the Cradle, I think. Last test of fitness. That is a lot of places we need to go find Mr. Mushroom. So the Herald visits this land too. If he is here now, then great change or a savage end is inevitable. He would care to see nothing else. Passing of the age. Ooh, witness quest. Alright. I hope it wrote down all of that so that I don't have to write it down myself. Let's check. It did. Alright, great. Under chapel fallen to the monarch's might. So I think that's going to be the ruined chapel, which we need to go anyway in order to do the next part of our objective. So I guess we're going to do that as the next thing that we do. So glad we found that. I knew there had to be something up here. It looks like it might be the only thing up here. Yeah, but we found it. So if we're going there, how do we get there? Well, we go to our conveyance over there first. New told me that I needed to go up. I have that in my head too. But before we do that, we're going to do a couple things. For one, we need to defeat these guys in my Hunter's Journal. I would love to do so, because they're very annoying. They deserve to be defeated. Oh no, he became void. Oh no, he became void. Alright, one down. The void one is here. Stop going over there. There he is. Okay, how do I do this? Well, that hurt me a lot. Dead. Alright. Those spit squits. We'll get them. Got my silk right here. Oh, turned void immediately. Jeez. Get him. Got him. Alright. Completed in the Hunter's Journal. Huzzah. Now we don't need to fight them. Particularly, we don't need to fight them. But it's still beneficial to fight them to some extent. You we want to go straight over. We don't care about you. We've completed the duck suckers in my Hunter's Journal. Oh my gosh, I just realized. We haven't checked the ceiling of this place. And we should, shouldn't we? I mean, there's a place on the ceiling right there that we kind of want to go to. How do we get there in any way in a safe manner? I don't think we do. Yeah, I don't think that's what we do. Alright, never mind. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to go to... run. We're going to go to the left. And we want to go up. Up right here. It would be nice to check for secrets a little bit. At least. A little bit of secret checking. At this point in the game, I knew exactly what I was looking for secrets, though, so most likely I didn't miss something the first time. But of course, there's always the chance. Every time I've gone back to a place, we found something that I missed before. So why not this place? Okay, go over here. And up. And over. So... let's go on the conveyance. I know where I want to go. Let's go there. We're going to travel to Bone Bottom. And I'm assuming the ruined chapel is where we're going to find Mr. Mushroom. And it said beneath the chapel. So where is beneath the chapel? That's the next question. On our map, where is beneath the chapel? The ruined chapel is right here. Beneath the chapel could be lower down. Or it could be right up this way. Oh-ho! How do I summon Mr. Mushroom? I found him. He's like right somewhere here, right? Do we have to like go up like this? Oh no, I don't know how to do this. This is probably the most likely. Play the needle. There we go. We have summoned Mr. Mushroom. Hello. Crossed weapon, sleeping of course, but shaped unlike you've seen before. To travel underneath is one thing, but traveling up above may require a different sort of sight. Sir Harold, it seems rare coincidence for us to meet in this distant land, unless perhaps you followed me here. A path that meets itself is an ill portent indeed. Those who peer sideways know well enough. Oh, excuse me. Zoom. Wish updated. Oh, it crosses off the first one. I like it. I like it. All right. And we're going right in here to do the next part of our objectives. Speak to you, snail shamans. Oh, back from the depths with nary a scratch. Is it as you feared? It is, and worse. Your snare has sunk the monarch deep, deeper than I can safely descend. To cut Farlam free, I must plunge below the surface of that lake of liquid nothing. No shell survive submersion in that void, old one. Not even yours.
That's fine.
Not without aid, certainly, though aid may exist. The flower that resists the dark, do you know of it? The Everbloom. We've heard the tale, but had thought it a myth. If ever it sprouted in our lands, we would surely have known.
Benny Frank.
I would not seek it in these lands. I need its power full, and it is too fragile to sustain here long. I would seek it in my memory. Oh ho ho, so you have us wrench upon your soul. Oh ho ho, so you'd have us wrench open your soul to retrieve the fabled bloom. Can such a thing be done? For another bug, no, but I am a weaver enough to attempt it. In the distant past I knew the flower, my thread still holds its faint memory. If the Everbloom was grasped strongly enough within my silk, it could be made to manifest. Ah, so you're asking another spell of us, to reveal the flower clear. But to illuminate one of your kind's old memories so acutely, that is no easy thing, even for us. Old one, you must give us a moment to confer. The Conference of Snails commences. We could do it. The spell can be cast with enough power, enormous power, equal maybe to that monarch. I cannot grant you mine. If it even were enough, my strength is still needed to face her below. Where else do you propose we seek a source? From Farlam? Ho ho ho! Remember, ours is a kingdom of wishes granted. Farlam was not born of that monarch, old one. Power existed in these lands even before she bound them beneath her. Gurk, seek the old heart of our kingdom and the last successors to bear their strength. They're still out there, hidden away, much faded by the Pale One's long dominion. You must make them stir. We will teach you how, in the way befitting a weaver, a somber song to reach down into their memories and enliven them a final time. Ooh, we got another song. Excellent. I like it. Geez, welcome to the stream, but please do not spoil the game. I learned the Elegy of the Deep. Huzzah. Alright, don't know where to play it, of course, but we learned of it. The hearts you seek, we can share their locations as best we know. 3 will be needed to construct our spell and draw clear memory of the flower from your silk. Bring us the hearts, old one. Make him beat fierce and final. See for yourself the forgotten strength of this land of bugs before we burn those memories in its saving. Okay. What does that say? I need a heart of might, a heart of the woods, and a heart of the wild. Okay. Claim the Palm heart, the hunter's heart. Heart of might. Interesting. Okay, I don't know exactly where to go to find those, but I do want to search around anyway. So, you know. This task before you, this is mortal power you would claim, the hearts of bugs. It will cost their last strength to save this land. Even we have some hesitation in this. Despite our desire to touch their power, we'd never wish to see it expended so utterly. Better to leave your land weak in wonder if it means your shells and those of your fellows stay intact. Okay. So next, let's go to Bone Bottom. We need to go above Bone Bottom somewhere to find the next Mr. Mushroom place. So the next Mr. Mushroom place said above the camp. Over camp collapse to the black thread plight. I think that's this one because it is collapsed. Oh, the snitch bugs? The snitch bugs are here. Silly snitch bugs. I do have a lot of money too. We consider that. Okay. Well, let's go up. Because we're right over the camp right now. I'm thinking this might be where we're supposed to be to find Mr. Mushroom. I don't really know. This is a guess, of course. Over camp. Where? I guess there's the Survivors Camp. Survivors Camp is named camp. Where was the Survivors Camp? Let's look at the map. There's the halfway home and Pilgrim's Rest. The Survivors Camp is in the Marrow, right? Because that's the remains of Bone Bottom. Yes. Oh, also, I just noticed that it's marked on my map where to go for this next objective. How about that? Let's go to the Survivors Camp in the Marrow next. Because that had the word camp in it. That leads me to believe it might be over there. let's see here. Where is the survivors camp anyway? I know it's where the fleas used to be. But of course my memory is not great on where they used to be. Maybe it's where that bench is. It's probably where the bench is. So we need to go down and around. Keep going. All right. Up here? No. Up here? And right over here. So I'm thinking that that the survivors camp is just this way. It is. Okay. Survivors camp. Rest here with us as long as you like. Mightn't be much time left, but at least we few won't have to face that fate alone. So, I hear a Mr. Mushroom. Alright, now we just have to go find him. He said up above the survivors camp. Or up above the camp. That's probably up here. So I heard Mr. Mushroom, but I don't anymore. I'm going to turn up the volume. Maybe it was just those people talking that I heard, and it wasn't Mr. Mushroom. I'm used to listening for Mr. Mushroom, but it could be that it was just those people talking. Unfortunate. Alright, let's go... Let's imagine that I'm still correct about the location, and go up. So I'm also going to turn the volume back down. Now that we figured out that that was not... I heard something, but it was not Mr. Mushroom. So, above the camp would be over here. And up here? Alright, we're becoming more and more hopeful as we continue this, and less sure. Yeah, okay. So I got that one wrong. Pretty sure I got that one wrong. Unfortunate. In that case, where are we gonna go next? And Gwyff, welcome to the stream. I mean, I want to go to the cradle. I want to go above the cradle, basically. So why don't we do that next? Above the cradle? Oh, and we could hunt at least a creature or two that I need for my hunter's journal on the way. And for that matter, maybe we can find the Pin Master. Because to find the Pin Master, we just have to go... Oh, I forget whether it was Shellwood. I think he was in Shellwood. Yeah, let's see if we can find the Pin Master in Shellwood. And then fight some enemies there that we haven't defeated in our, or completed in our Hunter's Journal as well. Now... So, that one that we just defeated immediately, with one hit, was one of the ones I still need to complete my Hunter's Journal. There he is. Don't know how I defeated him in one hit last time. Apparently it was not one hit. But we need to defeat more of those. Where would the Pin Master be over here? Are we properly in Shellwood yet? We're not in Shellwood yet. Okay, let's actually get into Shellwood. to do that, we just need to go over here. And up. Ooh, another one of those. Already voided. Already voided, I believe, indicates there might be a void mass in this room. Yeah. Look. Both enemies already voided. We found a pattern with void masses when that happens. Huzzah, there it is. Alright, pattern continues. That means I feel more confident about my guesses. Come on, there we go, got him. I should also spend my rosary sometime. We need to defeat that guy, so let's go back down. There we go, completed in the Hunter's Journal. Huzzah. Another thing complete. There's another one of you. Don't need to defeat another one anymore. Where's the exit to this room anyway? There it is. I mean, I don't think we can use this to get up, right? Not completely. Okay. I was gonna go to Shellwood, but it seems like maybe that's not the best plan, because I can't just go straight up there. Right? Try again. Far up as we can. And... and no. Okay. Never mind. So... let's go to the conveyance down here, because it's the easiest one to get to. Oops. Didn't go far enough left. Further left. And down. Great. Okay. Next question. Niche bugs. Not taking advantage of the people that are no longer here. Ooh, I died. Did not expect to die. Alright. Was not looking at my health much, was I? Let's go back and get my silk, and then convey ourselves somewhere. Also, maybe not continue to get hurt. Alright, we're just getting our health at this point. No need to fight anybody here. Not really searching for anything here. We're just getting our health back. Or our silk back. And defeating those snitch bugs. Fools. Alright, the fact that I'm getting hurt this much is not good. Let's move over here. There we go. Snitch bugs down. And our plan was to convey ourselves somewhere. Could go to Shellwood. That is a possibility. Or we could go to the Citadel, where I've been wanting to go. Let's go to the Citadel. Do I have a rule against using fast travel? No, I don't. Indeed. I do have a lot of rosaries that I should probably spend. Let's look at the map, because I've marked some places. Ooh, we could go to the Blasted Steppes and spend them. That's a great plan. Let's do that first. Because every other time that I've been to this particular shop, the Snitch Bug shop, I have never had enough rosaries to buy things. So now I definitely do. I would like to buy something. The snitch pick is an option. And then the spool fragment is an option. Can we get both? Not currently. Let's get the spool fragment. Wonderful. Do I have two? Do I have two? Like, if I... Ooh, extended. Acquire all spool fragments. That was the last one. Huzzah. How about that? 740. That's actually perfect, because we can break one of these frayed rosary strings. Also, by the way, we learned a song. Break one of these, and buy that too. Alright, we finally bought out this shop. Great. We've got 3 rosaries to our name. Hello! Let's travel again to the Grand Bellway. And this time we're going to go to a new place, I believe. Now, a new place. We need to figure out that through this, but let's look at the map first. So I want to go to the cradle because the cradle has something up. Oh, that's at the terminus station. Right. Terminus station, go. Now I don't have to worry about losing so many rosaries. And then Green King Raptor not without using tools. Because I basically don't use my silk things. What are they called? I basically don't use my silk eaters. I've actually used one. But I've only used one. Oh my gosh, Terminus Station didn't... It's all blocked off. We have to go through the cog core. Alright. And the cog core has a problem too, doesn't it? Huh. Alright, we're gonna have to look at our map again. So, the Cogwork core, we've got to go up that ourselves. And the best way to do that is from Songclave, from the first shrine. I said I wanted to stop by the villages, and I haven't. So since we're going to Songclave, let's actually stop by and see if there's something on the board for us to do. Hello! Oh, if we're no longer pilgrims, what are we? Indeed. Our great citadel has lost its voice, and now the black threads rise up to tear its shell apart. I fear holy Farloom is truly dying. But I still have hope, Red Maiden. Though kingdoms may fall, life endures still, and we bugs can build our lands anew. I share your hope, Sherma. Remember, though, that whatever is built next belongs not to the past, but to you. Your instincts are strong. Let it be those that guide you, rather than any reverence toward a kingdom's corpse. Oh, you flatter me so, but it is my fellows who shall guide me, those whose voices sing out still, even in these ruined times. Alright, how are you doing? Who are you, anyway? A worried pilgrim? Sister, you see him out there? Our new champion, that golden knight stalking the Citadel's crumbling halls? I have seen him out there. I built him. Well, I put in the last pieces. Tall, righteous bug, not much for conversing. Still, I'd be long dead if not for their appearance. And I ain't the only one. Others have spoken of that knight's timely deeds and rare bravery. We're desperate for any protection we can get, and that gleaming champion's been offering their aid almost as much as you yourself. Glad to hear it. How are you doing? Everything is falling apart, my dear one. Be sure to share your rosaries with me before it's too late. I refuse. Pain, anguish, and misery. What a name of a quest. The Tormented One. In the darkest of shadows, all is made clear. Farlam draws its final breath, and we few remaining must bear its dying pain. Come to the Citadel's stage, and let us suffer together. Ooh, I want to do that. I want to do that. I might do that first. Alright. Come to the stage. The stage is right there. We can see it. It's right next to the Grand Bellway. Alright, back to the Grand Bellway. We're using tons of fast travel these days. So, the Grand Bellway. And we've been going for about an hour so far. I'm planning to go for probably another 45 minutes or so today. And I will continue this next Sunday. Next Sunday, same time as we started today, I'll continue this blind playthrough. But we still have about 45 minutes left today. So let's do what we can with it. I mean, the Hornet, the false sense of a hurry is really a thing. That's a new picture. I like it. There's a new picture here. Also, what's up here? We've been up here, probably. Yes, I think that's how we first found the stage, right? It's through this little gap. I think so. Anyway, let's go into the stage. You, might or mourner, fell fated chosen, left till last. Relent, submit, the fatal blow was struck, there Farlam wails its end. We woe befallen few remain, let us join here at last and show our fires fierce. Together to share our kingdom's pain, feel it scorch our shells, and know clear its suffering, its sorrow. Alright. What a grand entrance. I like it. The tragedy. Tormented Trabio. Okay. Gotta learn his attacks a little bit first. Oops. Okay. Attack them. You can. Alright, obviously I should be putting out some cog flies, because cog flies are great. I managed to heal. What? Really thought I would get hit there. Getting some hits on him, which is always good. I could heal again if the chance presented itself, which it didn't, by the way, but I tried anyway, which is the worst. Terrible time to try is when the chance does not present itself. Oops, got hit. Alright. Let's try again. I've seen his attacks a little bit. I think the little ball attack is interesting, and it'll be a little bit difficult to avoid. But the other attacks I haven't really figured out too much yet. Like his little whirlwind attack I haven't figured out much yet. Especially when he's going to do it. I need to learn what it looks like before he does the little whirlwind. Alright. Could put out some cog flies, but let's dodge these things first. Good. And the fireworks are an attack. I don't immediately notice that the fireworks are an attack. So I've gotten hit by them a bunch because I don't realize that it's an attack he's doing, basically. Okay. Watch out for the fireworks. Heal. And then get hit. at least we did it in that order. putting some hits on him, but not a whole lot. And I need to put some hits on him just so that I could potentially heal the damage that I'm taking. Up and over to visit the tormented Travio. So, I guess we should put out the cog flies immediately. We can put those out ahead of time. And then we can hit him a couple times at the very beginning. Ooh, he hit me. He hit me when he came out. Oh, I didn't realize there was an attack there. Let's heal already. Ouch. Ooh, my dice saved me, it looked like. Okay, dodge. Dodge the fireworks. Good. Heal. Good. Hit him. Hit him more than the one time, probably. Probably that would be a plan. Okay. Got hit a little bit there. Once we think I can heal, I'm going to heal now. Great. Oh my gosh, don't get hit by those. Good. Got hit by those because I couldn't see a way to avoid them while I was in the air like that. Watch out for the fireworks. Darn. Tried to get him. Did not work. I got hit instead. Heal. Oh, we didn't get the heal off. Got a fair amount of hits on him, which I feel good about. I'm starting to avoid his attacks better, but I'm still not really attacking him well. I'm getting attacks in there, but I'm not feeling very confident about hitting him. So I need to get to the point that I am confident about attacking him. Once we get there, we'll be good. For this attack, wait till it's done and then hit him, basically. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Watch out for the fireworks. Good. This attack, wait till it's done and then hit him. Oop, just ran into his face. Running into his face is a bad plan. Okay, I want to... Actually, I don't need to heal. I want to therefore use this. That. There we go. Put out some more of those. Dodge the fireworks, please. And then we could heal. Heal now. Good time to heal. Wait for it to be done and then attack. Wait for it to be done and then attack. Great. Oop, there's a firework on me. Okay, dodge that. Wait for it to be done, then attack him. Oops, wait for it to be done, then attack. Got him. That was good. Got him a couple times with that. Ooh, heal, please. Oh, I healed just before getting hit by that. So I'm still technically alive, but not for long. Malcolm, welcome to the stream. We have recently started fighting Travio. The tormented Travio. Here he comes. I put out some cog flies while he's getting up. There we go. Hit him a couple times there. I like that. Wait for him to be done, then hit him. Excellent. Did not see that coming. It'd be nice if I could notice when he's doing that attack. Great. Ooh, got hit by one of the fireworks, though. Failure. Heal. Great. I was not in a good position there. I was hoping that the smoke showed how far the attack went, and it didn't quite. Good. Wait for the attack to be finished, then attack. Watch out. Watch out for the fireworks. Good. Heal. Should put out some more, oops, some more cog flies. Let's do that. Wait for the attack to be done. Hit him. Would like to hit him a few more times so that I could heal if I needed to, which I do, by the way. Watch out. Watch out for the fireworks. Heal. Great. Oh, that hit him a couple times. I was hoping for more. Yuck. He dodged, or he reflected my attack. That's new. Didn't know he could do that. Okay, watch out for the fireworks. Still got hit by it while I was trying to watch out for it. Alright, I can heal if there's a good time for it. That's not a good time. He started wailing there. I wonder if I was close, because he started wailing, which I haven't seen exactly that, I don't think. Oh, I ran right into that one. How unfortunate. All right, in that case, we're gonna heal immediately, and then put out cog flies. Poor Travio, the tormented. Excellent. And avoid the attacks. Attack him. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Great, great. Avoid the fireworks. I was not far enough up to avoid that. Great. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him some more. Darn. Hit him here. If this is a good time to dodge his attacks, that would be great. Or to heal, I mean. Which is kind of saying a similar thing, but... Heal. Great. I need to put out more cog flies, which we will do when we're able to. There we go. Got some more cog flies out there. Just barely avoided that attack of his. Great. Watch out for the fireworks. Excellent. Ouch. Oh, he just wailed again. Yeah, we made it to the next phase. The next phase, I assume, will be very much like the last phase. But let's heal. Alright. He added an attack, to be fair, which we now have to learn. Very fortunate that he was stunned there, because I really needed to get the heal. I need another heal, but in order to get a heal, we need to get some silk to heal with. Oops. Alright. This time I'm gonna look at my tools a little bit to see if I have anything I'd like to change. So we don't need this, for example. Or for that matter, this? Not really. Okay, those two can come off. I like the other ones. Blue and yellow. The sawtooth circlet will probably hit him a fair number of times, which is pretty nice. That one we don't want. Actually, do we want it? Let's hit him with his own stuff. There we go. Hit him with his own stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Do I want the quick sling? Nah. Let's not worry about the quick sling. I'm more likely to run out of tools than to need to put them out quickly. Definitely don't want the Thief's Mark. I don't want that. Alright, I don't think I care about any of these particularly, so we're going to put the magnetite brooch back on. Alright, we've changed out one tool. It was something. Oops. Try again. Oh, I went through the enemy again. Let's do that over here this time. No, I'm going straight through him again. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go heal. Go to the bench. It's better if I'm more in the center. Even though I need to go to the right, it's better if I'm more in the center, because then I don't slam into an enemy on my way up. Not that much into the center, though, technically. No. Alright. Get out of my way. There we go. Getting to the fight is not the hard part. I swear it's not the hard part. Put out some cogflies. And then if we stand far enough away, maybe we can hit him with that a couple times. Didn't quite do it a couple times. Oh gosh. Got me with that. Could heal already. Okay, let's heal here, since we know we're in a safe spot. Great. He's doing some good things for me to get lots of hits on him, honestly. Let's put out some more cogflies while we're here. Good. Oops. Just did not dodge that at all. Didn't know that it was coming. Alright, we do need to heal. This is a good time. Okay, come at me. That's a good move for coming at me, honestly. Doesn't look like it, but it was. This one is what I really meant. Because I can usually get a hit in there. Oh, darn. Thought he was doing something else. Did not work in my favor. Okay. We dodged. We did not dodge. Dodge the fireworks, at least. Wonderful. Nice. Got at least a couple hits there. Excellent. Heal. Okay. Definitely dodged those. And them. Great. I missed completely with that throw. There we go. Got him at least once. Dodge the fireworks. Dodge all of the things that could be called fireworks. There are so many. I have a specific meaning when I say fireworks, but there are kind of a lot that could be called that. I could heal again. Right now is good. Good. Okay, dodge the fireworks. And hit him. Great. Nice. Got him a couple times. Oh my gosh. Would really like to heal. I have the silk to heal. We just need to actually get an opportunity. I did successfully heal there. And I hit him with fireworks when I healed. Who can play the fireworks game? I can only play it a little bit, though. You're a much better player of fireworks. Got him. All right. The tormented Tropio. That's a dramatic exit, too. I like the entrance and the exit. Very nice. So be it, imputed louse. Deny our kingdom's agony. Refuse its touch upon your fickle shell. Carve your hapless path. Stalk and strike and fight. But know your foe is fate herself, and she has risen raging. Pain, anguish, and misery. Wish granted. I have granted the wish of pain and misery. The Dark Mirror. Ooh. It upgraded my tool. Twin theatrical tools of a vainglorious bug. When binding emits a searing blast that damages surrounding enemies. So this makes these dots confusing, because I thought I had like so many left, and if they upgrade my tools, then I might be wrong about how many I have left. How interesting. Just run right into that guy's face. So, next, let's just rest right here. We are going to not go through that fast travel. We're going to go through this fast travel, go back to the first shrine, and then we're going to go up. Up the cogwork place, which is good because I have lots of cogwork enemies to complete in my journal. So it's nice to do this for that too. Let's see here. We need to go... Let me look at the full map to understand. We need to go past the Memoriam and then up. I should search the Memoriam more fully sometime. I don't remember if we've done that since I got the new powers that I got. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go Cogwork Core, which is right over here, technically. Wait a minute. It says it's like right here. Am I not in the correct place? Yeah, it says it's over here. Oh no, is it blocked? It could be blocked, or it could be that we need to go up like this somewhere. Oh, there we go. We got it. Hello, you are not what I need to fight. I need to fight things in the Cogwork Core, but they're Cogwork enemies, not mites and stuff. Can't break this floor. Alright. When I see wooden stuff, or seemingly wooden stuff, I think about breaking it. I need to go up there, which we can. This we already found. I would like to jump a little bit more successfully. like, how about we jump off the side instead? There we go. Okay, there's steam, by the way. Let's avoid it. There's something this way. Maybe not. Maybe not. Ouch. Alright. We actually did make it up, though. By doing that. Can we break through something up here? I think I've tried this before. When we were up here before. And we were on the way down. I think I tried to break that rock. Ooh, I need to put on my... on whatever tool was on before, don't I? What tool did I have on before, anyway? That I took off to put on the mirror. The fact that I don't immediately remember might mean that it's not important. Low. Can we go up? Well, I know we can go up because we have a thing to make us go up, like this. But isn't there a hole here? Thought we saw one on the map. Yes, there is on the right. I have to remember where we came down, and I definitely don't remember that. There it is. So, here we are. Last time we were here, we were going through, like, some pain and stuff that I couldn't explore the area as well. So I'm trying to look for secrets while we're going. Haven't found anything, obviously, but I'm looking. We can definitely go up straight there. And everything else over here is nothing. Alright, let's go up. And what's up here now? See, on the map, we're past what we've seen on the map, which means I guess this is new at this point. What became of the cradle? Okay. We should be able to go up like we did before. But I'm curious what we'll find up here, because I expect to find something. But I don't know what. Don't know what I'm expecting to find, just that I expect to find something. Okay, let's travel up. Alright, let's travel up here. Great. Here's where we fought. Ooh, claim? Oh, what are we doing? We're taking the arm of the grandmother. The arm of the grandmother. What does that have for us? Found the silk skill pale nails. Spin lethal talons from thread and that seek out enemies. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Okay, that was a wonderful thing to found. Woven. Bind all silk skills. Huzzah. Alright, is there anything else up here? Looks like there could be something right up here. Yes, there was. Huzzah. What did we find? I don't know yet. We found these enemies up here, which I hate. At least they're not the diving ones. I hate the diving ones even more. Okay, keep going. There's the diving ones. Die, diving one. And... where are we going? I don't know, but I didn't like that guy being here. Okay, so if we go over here... Darn. Try again. There's no land for me to stand on, so I can't do my zip up ability to get up here. Had to do a good double jump. And another diver. Hate you guys. Still. Further up. Further up still. I wonder where we are. We don't have the map. which is neat. Ooh, we found what is called a bench. I mean, I don't know if that's up to standard. Ooh, and we found a new type of thing to interact with. The little nuts. Little nuts from the brambles. Okay. That one requires us to do very well. Oops. Okay. Can we bounce off the brambles? The answer is no. We have just determined that. Also, those brambles start a little bit sooner than I think they do. So I need to do this and then that. Great. How sad. Alright. Hope I don't die. But at least we found a nearby bench, if I do. I really might. In fact, it might be good to hit... No, it's not going to be good to hit myself. Because I gain one after getting hit twice. Alright, we're probably going to die here. But let's see how much further we can go before we die. There we go. Got this far. We got a little bit further up. Oh my gosh, there's creatures. Just killed one. It's excellent to find creatures here because we can heal. Yes. But also they're dangerous because I can't see them coming until they almost immediately come. Great. Heal up again. Alright, we've healed enough from these creatures, let's go up. And... see that one. And then that one looks complicated. Yeah, okay, it's complicated. Also, we didn't make that one. Good. This one. Oh, I'm not getting high enough up when I do that. Alright. At least we can heal off the creatures. So we now have a method to try this over and over again. Without falling back to our bench. Our questionable bench, I should say. So you need to go to the left. Good. 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 Darn. I knew what I was supposed to be doing there. I didn't quite make it. Alright, let's fight some of these little creatures. Ooh, we completed in the Hunter's Journal. Great. Although what I really fought them for was soul right now, so that I could heal. Okay. Now let's try again. Good. Good. Next part is easy. We just go over here. Okay, stop flipping up. No need to flip like that, Hornet. You're just showing off at this point. Up here, like that, and then over here. Great. Alright. I see the next one is just here. Okay. And up. Great. We made it through the next part. Seems like there's a lot of places to search for stuff right here. I'm searching for stuff. That goes up that way. How about this other path? The other path leads to spikes. Okay, so now we're confident about which path we're supposed to take. And we go up. We get a little bit of health real quick. Great. That's a little bit of health that we can use. We'll use it before we go to the next part because we're going to spend that silk right now. Ooh, look, a new enemy. Darn. If I defeat the enemy, it'll probably come back because they're needed. And I want to defeat one. Got one. Alright. I wanted to check my Hunter's Journal, but of course we're not in a good place to check it, because I want to see how many of those we need to defeat. Can I check my Hunter's Journal? Alright, how many of those do we need to defeat? 3 more. Let's defeat 3 more, real quick. Just so that we're done with doing that. You. Great. Alright. And we need to defeat, I think, 1 more? Yes, alright. We've completed them in the Hunter's Journal. Wonderful. Now let's use them as we would prefer to use them, just to get up. I don't know where I want you to be. Guess it doesn't matter. Wonderful. Alright, we made it up. Next part. Good. And this part. Good. Oops, right into the spikes. Ooh, and we fell all the way down here, too. Okay, now I want to heal. Let's use these guys to heal a little bit. I guess we could use any of the enemies here to heal. These are just a little bit easier. And heal, and then go up. Great. Darn. Your flippin' over move, Hornet. It costs you health sometimes. You need to learn that there's no reason to flip over things. Whoops, I ran out of silk. We need to wait for it to regenerate a little bit. Okay. Into the spikes. How sad. Into the spikes again. Alright, time to heal up again. Oops. Getting hit by them is really not healing up. Wait a second. Can I heal yet? Yes, we can. Alright, I'm gonna heal again, because we need the health. I didn't expect these guys to do 2 damage to me, by the way. That's a little bit more than I would expect from this type of enemy. As we got hit again, I feel the need to heal an additional time. Okay. Wonderful. Now we can heal, and we can try again. Whoops. Can't do that. Darn. I mean, you make a good point. Green King Raptor says it's multiple enemies, and that makes sense for a reason why I get hit twice instead of just once. Okay. And... nope. Alright. I got hit kind of a lot of times there. Don't like how many times I got hit with that, like, single mistake, basically. This is not the way that we want to go up. We want to go up like this. Good, we made it this far. Now, just don't fly yourself into spikes and you're fine. Great. Great. Also, wait a little bit for your silk to regenerate. Oh, I flew myself into spikes. Alright, we've got to heal again. This time I could die, because I only have 2 health. Yep, I died. Alright, let's travel back up. Which way is it? Is it left? Apparently it's right. And we know all the things that we need to do, which means it should be a little bit easier to go up this time. Yeah, I have gotten a little bit better at it, as we can see already. And this time I don't need to go all the wrong paths here. Oops, that was not the correct way to do that. Good. 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 Into the spikes. Alright, that was barely there. I'm trying not to start my needle grab, whatever it's called, so high, because I've been getting hit by spikes by throwing my needle a little bit too soon. Okay. Darn. Oh my gosh. Alright, time to heal up a bit. Oh my gosh. Alright, no. Alright, well, I did lose my silk. Don't remember how many roses we had, but it was almost nothing. It may have been 3. Because we did have 3 for a while. I know we had 3 when we were fighting Trabio, so it could have been that I just lost my 3 rosaries. It's very sad. When you have 3 rosaries to your name, you really don't want to lose 3 of them. Oh my gosh, stop throwing my face into spikes. Oh my gosh. Alright. Not how you do that. There we go. Wait a second. Good. There's my silk. Good. Great. Next. Good. Good. And nope. Alright. Excellent. We made it that far. And we made it to the next stopping point. Excellent. Let's use this to heal ourselves, because we could use it again. And there's a safe spot here because they can't hit me where I currently am. Excellent. Alright, now let's go up. I think it was to the left. Oops. Yes, here we are. Here we are back to the place that I didn't make it past yet. So. Good. That wasn't what I wanted to do, getting hit by all of them. Right, alright. Well, we lost a little bit of life, but... Oh, and we slammed our face. Alright. And we got hit by the first one of those. Great, let's heal. And then let's do some more healing, because we're still not very healthy. Okay. I would like to summon some enemies. That was not great. We got hit, which means we're not healing for as much. Let's try one more. Okay. See if we can do it on a safe path. Nope. Nope, not at all. It was not safe. Still, we technically healed one. Let's heal again. I want you to be back and forth, guys. Take turns. Okay, great. Let's heal. We got full health. Let's try again. Okay, wait for some silk. And then go. Good. Oh, how very sad. That looked great until I bounced off of a guy and you know, slammed myself into some brambles. But it looked great for a while. Looked like I had a perfect pattern. Darn. Stop getting hit while you're going up. Great, we made it this far again. And then we slam ourselves in the first patch of brambles. How very sad. Okay, let's heal. And we can heal again, so we probably should. Oops, I did not realize they were coming. And we can heal again. I'm gonna go that far for now. Let's try this. We made it up this far. No problem. This is where it gets tricky because I get hit by them when I bounce off of the last one. And sometimes I can get hit into the spikes if I don't do it properly. Alright, we made it. Now I need to not throw myself into those spikes. Oh, I did again. How sad. Alright, let's heal up a bit. Great. Heal. Wait a little bit to get some silk before going for this. And then... Okay. I almost didn't hit that nut. I feel like I almost missed it. Alright. We're going. Right. We're here again. Don't throw myself into the first brambles. Huzzah! We made it past the first one. We made it past only the first one. Got hit by the second one. Whoops, I ran out of silk. That is a possibility, and I do have places where I can hang on to the wall a little bit to regain silk, so I should use that when I need it. I missed. Alright, time to get some health again. And we got some health. Excellent. Now let's go up. And let's actually get all the way up this time. I want to make it to the next part of this. Because, you know, it'd be nice to make it to the next part. We've been on this part for a while. Alright, made it this far. Next step. Oh, barely made it onto that. Excellent. Alright. Just don't put your face in. Don't forget that you have to wait for silk sometimes. Excellent. And we made it to the next part. Huzzah! And this part we have to just go... I could use my silk skill to go up. But I'm just grabbing the walls to see if there's anything there. Alright, we made it to a top of something. Okay, we met the first one of those. And I just attacked it immediately. Alright. Out there lies the endless waste. If I cross them now, Farlam shall fall to the black fate of my making. Okay. My choice is made. I will not abandon its bugs to that grim end. I must descend again and cut them free. Okay, so we don't want to go left there, apparently. That's the end of the world. And what's over this way? Other than more of those little bugs. Which I am massacring. Spikes right there. Ooh, there's a crack. What's this? A small tunnel leading downward. Descend to Farlam. No. I don't want to go down there yet. Nameless town. Really? Nameless town. I keep destroying these guys, and I don't know that I should be. Can I go to the right? Can I go up? I don't imagine there's a ceiling. They don't attack me, which probably means I shouldn't be attacking them. But now that I've completed my hunter's journal, maybe I'll stop. Okay. Well... I don't know that I can do anything else here. I'm so sad. Like... We went up here, and then I don't know what to do. I'm gonna play my needle in right here. It looks like a spot. Oh, Green King Raptor just told me to do that. Friends seduced. Now only the wind from depths below. Friends seduced. The weaving ones beckon. Sweet promises whispered. Now only the wind. Okay. Ooh, whoa, I got a thing. Got a thing for playing the needle in. The surface memento. Oh, we got a memento for coming up here. Okay. Well, let's look at the map. We have no idea where we are on the map. We're above the map, as it were. I guess we descend? Probably? I mean, let's play the needle in for one of these bugs. Too. Just to see what they have to say. They ran off before I could. Which is understandable. I would like to play my needle in for you, creatures. I realize that I was the source of a massacre against your people, but still. Surely, oops. Never mind. I'll go about my way. Yeah. Alright. We'll go down this way. A small tunnel leading downward. Where does it go? It is a small tunnel. It's a new path, which is interesting. That has a bench. Alright. Oh, no, wait a minute. This is the bench that we've seen before. Yeah, okay. So now that we've gone up one time, we can easily get back up there by doing this. Excellent. Okay. Let's go back down. We found a new area of the game, but I didn't see any possibility of getting a map for it, which is sad. I would like a surface map. Whoops. The Bramble Caverns map? I don't know. We might have to go back up there at some point to see if we can find more than what we just found. I saw some threads here, so I'm playing the needle in. And nothing. Okay. Is there something else above me? I mean, I imagine not. Yeah, I think we did that. Ouch. Let's go back down. And we're basically at the end for today, so I want to go back to Bellheart. And actually, we should go to Songclave to visit the Wishboard, right? Actually, there's no point in visiting the Wishboard, because we already accomplished the wish and got the prize, I think. Right? Yes, we did. Okay. Let's just go back down. Here we are here. We still need to go down. Oops. That's not the path down. That's steam. And down. And even more down. And at some point here, we're going to run into the fast travel place. Actually, I don't know that we will. Right? Because it's not connected anymore. Due to everything falling down. So I need to get down by going over here. And not dying on the way. We're probably not going to die on the way. Especially because if I got hit a couple more times, I would be able to heal. As I just did. There we go. Okay. And here we are. Back in places. And the fastest fast travel to get to is this way. To Songclave once again. Man, you can run so fast. Luckily, I have on my running boots. And let's go to the Grand Bellway and then to Bellheart. I would like to travel. I don't need to call you, you're right there. I just need to travel. To Bellheart. I need to figure out where to find the second Mr. Mushroom. I'm trying to think of all the places that we've called a camp before. You don't have anything here. Your shop has nothing. This has nothing. And you guys don't have anything new for me, do you? Survivors camp supplies. Ooh, we should do that? No, that goes exactly where we were. But how is that not over camp collapse to the black thread plight? I could still be Bone Bottom. I'm gonna have to think about that. We also didn't go to the places where we would have found Pinmaster. The graves within the Great Wood. Oh, our landlord earnings. Let's see what they are this time. Nice. I like being a landlord. And let's sit. Where's our memento? Do we have to go here to put up the memento? Yes. Great. So, we got the surface memento this time. So we've gotten a memento one each time for the last 3 episodes. Still have to find a cylinder. Still have to find these relics. We didn't find a new thing for the Materium, I don't think. So the only thing new here is the memento that we found. Surface memento. Let's look at our map. So on the map, I went up past the cradle and found the surface. That was not seemingly the thing that New was talking about. So I need to find a different place to go up now. Because New told me to go up to find more enemies and such. I guess that could have been it, but I kind of doubt it. Also, look at that. That beast is there. I wonder if that's because Pilgrim's Rest, the door next to Pilgrim's Rest that I haven't figured out. Maybe it's going to be open now, and I can go fight that beast. Interesting. Where are the other ones? One of them is in the Blasted Steppes, in a place I've never been in the Blasted Steppes. So we need to figure out how to get there. Could potentially be in Shellwood, but I don't think so. So much closer to the Blasted Steppes. And then that one is in the Coral Tower, which we've been in and found nothing there. So I think it doesn't appear until we open this new objective. Because we were very recently in the Coral Tower and found nothing. So those are some things that we have to go back to on the map. We need to figure out where else we could explore, especially upward. Perhaps the Memoriam. I do want to go back to the Memoriam anyway. Yeah. Alright, so that's where we could go on our map. Oh, and by the way, I will be streaming again next week on Sunday, same time as I started today. I think we got a new mask shard this time. I don't exactly remember, but I think we got one. We did get the last silk, the spool fragment. So we've completed the silk spool, which is wonderful. I like that. And then I think nothing else on this screen. Oh no, there is one more. We found the Elegy of the Deep, or we learned the song, the Elegy of the Deep. Great. And then we found the last of the silk skills, Pale Nails. I haven't tried it yet, although I do have it equipped. We found... What else did we find here? We found the second of the mirrors by fighting Trabio a second time. So now we've got those two. We bought the snitch pick, which means we have 3 blue left still. Wonder where those are. Did we get anything else in here? I don't think so. We have all of the yellow. We've got 3 blue to find. And we've got 1 red to find in here. And we definitely have another crest to find. Surely. If nothing else, I think there's an achievement for getting all the crests, and we haven't done that. I could potentially upgrade the Beast Crest the 2 times that I could upgrade it. Potentially. I might at some point. Just because we haven't upgraded a crest in a while. Okay, so we did a couple things here. Let's look at those. They're all going to be at the bottom, I think. Not all of them, right? Yeah, the Fleetopia supplies. We finally completed that one. Fleetopia supplies complete. I don't know that there's any other delivery quests we haven't done. But Fleetopia supplies. Huzzah. After a couple times trying, too. Or a couple episodes trying. What else did we do today? We did the pain, anguish, and misery today. So we learned about that one, and we completed it this day. And then the other thing that we did was continue our quest. We did the Spell Seeker. So we completed that objective, and now we have the new 4 objectives. The Old Hearts, which is made up of Hearts of Might, Heart of Woods, and Heart of Wild. And then we did find Passing of the Age, and we found the first Mr. Mushroom on it. I looked for the second one, and I did not find it. So I'm going to have to puzzle over that for where Mr. Mushroom might be. And we'll look. We might look over Bone Bottom again, because I looked over Bone Bottom, but not, all over Bone Bottom. And that's where I think it would be referring to. All right. So, if you are not interested in going through my Hunter's Journal, now is a good time to leave. I am going to be continuing this blind playthrough next Sunday, and I hope to see you then. All right, and Green King Raptor is typing to me what New said before. Don't worry about it. I wrote that down myself as well. All right, so we're going to go through the Hunter's Journal. Mainly, we're looking for things that we haven't done and things that we have done. I guess things that we've done this time and things that we haven't done. All right. So the first 4 rows are complete. We need to fight the Hardbone Hopper some more times. We know where that is. Still don't know what this is. And the Maulings, we know where those are. We should fight them sometime. Next, the Grom. I should just make it a point to fight some Grom at the beginning of one of the episodes. We do have to go back to the Wormways anyway, just to explore. So, that'd be a good time. Pilgrim Hulk. We actually fought one of those this time, right? We might have, and we only need to do that one more time. And the Pilgrim Hornfly, we found one this time. And we need to fight that again. So these 2, I actually know, I think, where to find them now. And we should fight them more. Winged Pilgrim, I don't know where to find those. Still. Elder Pilgrim, same thing. We need to go back through some of the earlier places, which we should anyway. We completed the Overgrown Pilgrim this time. Za. Pilgrim Guide, I know where they are. They're toward the Craw area. A lot of things done here, which is nice. Did we already pass by? No, we haven't. All right, great. And then we need to go back to the Hunter's March, because there's 3 more things that I think are from the Hunter's March that I have not completed. So we need to go back there. Still don't know about these 3 extra things in Greymoor that we haven't found. Very curious about that. And we need to go toward the Craw area again for the Tall Craws and the Squat Craws, which hopefully are not all turned into jurors. We completed these. The Slubberlug, we need to actually search around the bile areas to find these again. So I think they were only in one room. I like seeing all of these completions. And then this one we completed this time. The Spit Squit. Excellent. Ooh, the Pond Catcher. The Pond Catcher we completed this time. Another one down. Still need to fight more splinters, but I think that's 2 less than last time, so we did fight a couple. And we completed the Shellwood Gnat this time in our Hunter's Journal. And then splinter horns, we need to fight more of those. That will be in the upper parts of Shellwood that I haven't really gone too much, I think. 2 more here that I'm curious about. I guess they'd be in Shellwood. One here that's in the Blasted Steppes. Now that I know that there's a big enemy that's close by the Blasted Steppes, I wonder if we're going to find a small enemy on the way to the big enemy, to the boss. And then these are very confusing to me. For one, we don't know where the Crust Crags are, and then we've got several rows of things that I don't know, which I guess is a new area that I have not yet discovered. And my best bet for where to find it, partially based on what New said, and partially based on looking at my map, is going back to the Memoriam and searching around at the tops of rooms in the Memoriam. Voltworm was last time. Still don't know where to find Drape Lords. Just need to search around. We need to go back to the Underworks for Underscrubs, Underloft, Underpoke. All of these are complete, which is nice to see. And then Dread Husks, don't know where those are. There are a couple that we haven't seen. And then Mortician and Surgeon. Now we know that we need to go back to where we fought the Surgeons because of Mr. Mushroom, but we haven't gotten to the part of Mr. Mushroom where we need to go back to that. I assume we need to do all the Mr. Mushrooms in order like you needed to do in Hollow Knight. And then we didn't actually go through the Cogwork places that had enemies this time, that had Cogwork enemies. So even though we went back to that, we haven't fought any of these enemies, like the Cogwork Crawler, Cogworker, Cogwork Choirbug, the Cogwork Cleanser, the Cogwork Defender. All of those we need to go back. The Whispering Vaults, we need to fight the Vaultborns and the Lamp Bearers and the Scroll Readers. We have Tormented Trabio here now. Excellent. Another one. And this one I wasn't sure where it would be, but I'm glad to have found where it was. Perfect. Second fight against Trabio was very fun. This one chose to embrace the doom to come. I shall not share such easy surrender. I like it. And then in the slab, I think we've done everything. And then we've kind of drifted into the Mount Fay, which we may have done everything. And then there's a whole section of things that I haven't seen. Probably another area. And then in the Abyss, we need to do Shadow Creepers and Shadow Chargers. And probably more things. I don't know what this is. And then for the surface, we found and completed the Garpids, the Immobas, and the Shrills. Interesting. The Surface Dweller is free of silk. How about that? And I don't know what that is. Where is that? Probably the Abyss. Then now we're down to bosses. The Bell Eater, Huge Flea, Chakra, Lost Gourmand, Pinstress, Phantom, First Sinner, Widow, Lace, and Grandmother Silk. All done, and there doesn't seem to be any space to put any more. Which is curious, because we know there's 3 more things that I thought were bosses. I guess they get put up in their respective areas. So that might explain where some of these dots are not filled in. Alright. We did pretty well in the Hunter's Journal today, honestly. Especially finding more things. We've encountered 192 now. Alright. And that will be it for today. Next Sunday we'll continue. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do next Sunday, so we'll have to find out then, I guess. Anyway, thanks for coming, and I hope to see you next time.